GoPro's actually been taking good pictures too.
Oh yeah.
It's got a 30-second shutter.
Okay, so now did you Pro Tune for your ISO?
I have it set to do the automatic ISO and all
so
that.
Do your Pro Tune on your ISO? Which GoPro are you using?
It's a 7.
It's the 7?
Yeah.
So you're going to use ISO 800 as your max min, and that's going to drop your shutter speed to about 15 seconds, and that gives you a little bit more definition.
Okay.
Because one of the problems with super, super long exposure is this is moving around so much that if you're running a 30-second exposure and you've got a good show like this, it's going to blur.
Yeah.
And so you don't get as much definition. One of my other photographer friends, what he teaches his classes is to shoot as high as possible, as fast as possible. But you don't want to get outside of the comfort limit of the camera. So 800 on the GoPro 7 is the ISO's kind of limit to where it doesn't get too green.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. I just didn't want to touch the settings because I'm not too
as
camera savvy as she is.
You can do so. You know how you get through the night, and then you've got that little kind of pencil off to the side.
Yeah.
You select the pencil, and then it'll show you a Pro Tune setting.
Yes.
And you want to set your ISO min and max, and you want it actually to match, because otherwise it'll go, it's in this range. So I use hard lock it to 800.
Okay. Let me go grab it. Try that out.
How many nights you guys here for?
We've been here since the 6th.
Oh, wow.
Long trip.
Nice.
We leave the 17th. We saw them flying in. We landed at like midnight, so that was cool. And then every single night past that, we have not seen them. So we're like down to the last couple of days of our trip, and I was like, we're staying out here until we see them. I was prepared to sleep in the truck, honestly.
I've got sleeping bag, 40 below gear. I've got all sorts of stuff in that truck.
You get it.
Oh yeah.
This is ISO.
Yep. And you want to Pro Tune it to 800, 800.
Okay.
And that should drop your shutter speed to 15 seconds. And one thing that's just like she's doing is the Aurora is constantly dynamic. And so you might be shooting at 20 seconds, and then all of a sudden it just starts erupting. You'll need to drop your shutter speed.
Okay.
It's dancing that shutter. That's the only one that you should have to adjust after this.
Well, it's letting me keep it at 30, but I'll drop it down.
Those are turning good. I know. I hate it when there's vehicle light.
There was someone in here the other day, right when we first came out, they had their brake lights on for like 10 minutes. I was so close to going over and knocking on their door.
That's why when I did the glamour shots, I just try to use white light.
Yeah.
And this is also a good trick where if you're doing like a portrait or if you're trying to get the background, you don't actually illuminate the subject, you bounce it off the snow. Because otherwise, if you're putting it on the person, it overexposes really quick.
That's good.
And so what I'll do is I'll just bounce it, and that gives me a clean light around, but it's not going to overexpose.
That's smart. That's probably why the pictures we try to take of each other are terrible.
And then the other thing is you always have to remember when you're doing a portrait, your 50 millimeter, your focus area is a lot different than my 24 millimeter. So how I normally do it is I have somebody stands there, get your focus perfect,
Right.
and then set a marker again. So you're always standing in the same spot. The other thing that you're going to want to remember is when you're doing a portrait, 20 seconds, it's cool out. If you're trying to hold still, you're going to get bored.
Yeah.
And so what I'll do is I'll actually flash it. I carry a pin light that has one of those nice little button ones.
Yeah.
Now I flash it. And so instead of it being like a super hard light that's long, it's quick.
Quick, yeah. That's
And
smart.
it will freeze frame.
That's smart.
Well, I don't know how I turned this flashlight on in my pocket and just burned a hole in my
Oh, for real?
jacket. Yeah.
Oh no!
I don't know how it turned on because it's got one of those. I'm gonna throw it in the